so I figured we just talk about the new season, then we can chat a little bit about Anime Expo, and then the Anime Cipher challenge thing that's been going through the community, just because it's fun.
Speaking of that, you got challenged to one, Matt. When's yours coming out?
It's Wednesday.
Nice.
It's bad.
Brian, when's the next Anime Cipher video, Brian?
My Anime Cipher challenge is going to be at the end of my next video.
Is gonna be what?
The end of my next video, unless it has to be its own video.
Nice. No, that should be fine.
Yeah, gonna work in my... subscribe to my Patreon stuff into the Anime Cipher rap.
Oh my god.
Nicky Jakey style.
So did we just accidentally start the podcast then?
Sure,
That's
why
what we
not?
did?
I'm fine with starting.
No,
Hello,
that was-
everybody. My name's Explanation Point. Welcome to the hallway.
I'm Anime Matt. I just woke up.
I'm
These
people,
romantic, and I keep getting these emails with press releases because I was press at Anime Expo, I guess, and so now I'm on a mailing list.
Haha.
This one
I'm
is
Math
from
Wiz,
Aaron
and I
Jansen.
just dropped a bunch of money on Manga.
I saw that.
Hey.
Oh, nice. What'd you get?
How so?
I found the One Piece.
Oh, that's right. You guys were talking about that at Anime Expo. Remember that.
That is
Welcome.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Wish you were
6, 7,
talking with
8,
me at
9,
Anime
10,
Expo.
11, 12 3-in-1 volumes of One Piece, and then a Naruto and a Bleach volume, along with My Lesbian Experience with Loneliness and the sequel, and
That
The
is
Bride
so
Was a
good.
Boy. Good haul.
That is actually one manga I do want to read. Is the My Lesbian one. I've heard it's fantastic.
Stellar. It's
It's
so
amazing.
fucking good. Did you read the sequel, Brian?
No, not yet.
Oh my god. I mean, you could breeze through it probably in like an hour. It's definitely
Yeah, of
worth
course.
it whenever you find the time, because holy fuck.
Yeah, I need to order that. Because I can write manga off on my taxes.
Yeah.
Oh, so do you officially have Explanation Point as a company?
Not yet, but getting there.
You're
Yeah,
still
I'm
like a
looking
sole
into
proprietor.
it also.
You don't need to register as a business to write off your I'm dying. Your business expenses.
Because I might do that with all of Anime Expo, if possible.
No, it's
Yes.
definite like that is an industry event. So your flight, hotel, meals there.
I gotta look into how to do that properly, but yeah,
Same.
basically that's what I'm gonna fucking do, because taxes is gonna hurt this year. Last year I only owed like $300, but I only made like a couple grand. But this year I'm gonna owe way more. It's gonna
We can
suck
make a
balls.
podcast about it. All of us learning how to do taxes as
I mean,
AnyTubers.
that's not a bad idea, because I'd like to have a little bit of this discussion. Like, how much are taxes for you guys? Because this will be my first time paying taxes ever.
Okay,
Are you independent or
I'm independent.
okay?
The big
so
thing
the first,
is that there is like a social security tax, which would normally be taken out of your paycheck if you were in a more sort of conventional employment situation, but you have to pay that yourself essentially as your own employer. Which at my income level for last year, and probably yours as well, maybe it was 14%. So just straight off the bat, like with an inability for write-offs to affect this, 14% of the money you made that year has to go to taxes.
Okay.
And then beyond that, my write-offs were enough such that I didn't owe any tax beyond that.
Okay. Well, that's not
That's
so
nice.
bad.
yeah, I think the first $10,000 you make in a year is like tax-free, more or less. You get most of that back, I believe, and then after
Outside of
that-
the 14%.
Yeah, outside of the 14%. But once you get past 10K, it starts to hurt like a bitch. And since I do a lot of independent work, I almost always break the 10K mark, and YouTube fucking hurts. Last year I like barely made anything, and I still owed my state $200 and the government like 75. And this year I've made a lot more, so it's gonna hurt bad. So I'm just setting aside money.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I want to
I
sign
would,
up to do
like-
taxes quarterly, because I figure that'll just hurt less as the year goes on.
How much did I... Hold on, let me see if I can control F through my server about me ranting about taxes and see if I could find how much I owed tax.
Oh yeah, with the Our local tax representative here, Pedro, taking expert advice from Yoshi on how to do taxes.
Also, I like the episode of Hallway Chats where they talk about taxes for a long time.
Hey man, you're getting a sneak peek into the life of anime YouTubers, quote unquote.
Yeah, I mean, like, financial woes are just part and parcel for any kind of professional creative type. So, I mean, the starving artist stereotype is a stereotype for a reason.
Yeah,
Valid
it was
point.
$1,500 in tax.
Ouch.
Oh my god.
And then also, here's the real bitch of it. This is fucking so, because Social Security is like taken out of your paycheck as a traditional employee throughout the year, like the government is owed your income tax, like throughout the year, not at the end of the year, not during tax season. So you have to, after like the first year, you have to estimate how much you will make in the following year and then pay them income tax based off of that in quarterly installments throughout the year. So I both had to pay $1,500 to them and then immediately also pay $500 as 1/4 of like the anticipated what I would owe them next year as well. So really it was $2,000 up front. And that's like only the first year that you file taxes that you'll get hit with that double whammy, because after that point you won't owe that lump sum of income tax because you'll have been paying it throughout the year. But yeah, it's they don't just they aren't just owed the money, they're owed like the interest they can make off of that money by getting it a few months earlier.
So I'm gonna learn how to do write-offs, basically, is what you just told me, because I don't want to fucking
Same
feel
here.
that pain.
Yeah, if you have to pay like anything in addition to that income tax, that'd be rough. So
Yeah, I wanted to ask Jeff about this, and then I realized Jeff doesn't live in the United States, so
yeah,
it's
Yeah.
probably very different. And I was like, fuck. And I was like, let me think of who else.
I tried asking
I'll
Digi
ask
about it,
Football
but like
about
he
it.
doesn't know how taxes work and like didn't pay his like pre-income tax like for the past 5 years or whatever. He doesn't even know what's going on. So.
Oh my god.
He may very well have just been like eating the fees to pay it all at the end of the year. Except for this year where he just hasn't paid his taxes.
Like a smart person.
Yeah, just don't pay taxes.
That's
That-
it. That's
Look,
the
if you're a
solution.
those
YouTuber and
gimmicks
you need
called
money,
bills.
don't pay taxes.
Nothing could possibly go wrong there.
Yeah.
That was an interesting side.
Wait,
note, and I didn't
what?
expect this to go down. What?
Hold on, let me check.
Without
Pedro's
tax
found
advisor, just find a loophole.
Dan Harmon.
That sounds like a things are worse than I thought
Okay.
voice.
Dan Harmon. Okay, breaking news. Rick and Morty creator Dan Harmon deletes Twitter account after his 2009 fake baby rape video goes viral. In the video, Harmon plays a child molester who climbs through a window, pulls down his underwear, and rubs his genitals on a plastic baby doll lying on a couch. What the fuck?
Okay. Why would you do that?
I don't know.
Why would you make that video? Dan, why?
Apparently, this person
Daniel.
found it on YouTube.
Wait, why is it on YouTube?
That's the real question here.
I don't know.
have to
Tell me it's at
voluntarily-
least demonetized. Is baby rape an acceptable monetization platform, YouTube? Is this where we are?
Here,
I don't want to see it, Pedro.
Oh my
Why
god,
just send me this
Pedro, don't
link?
put that shit actually in the... Oh god, the thumbnail's terrible. Wait, I want to see how many views it has, though. 1 second.
And while I'm here, I may as well watch it.
I'm not gonna actually fucking watch it.
Unzips.
it was a. Okay, he has like a section outside of the video itself at the start, where he
Okay.
says this was like a pilot he pitched to Showtime, Now,
How does this story keep getting worse?
So, okay, but, like, it may very well be, like, that's the joke, right? Like, I pitched this as a pilot to a real network. Atrocious shit. Like, I don't know. I'm not gonna watch the whole thing to find out, but...
Yeah, I'm good. What the fuck?
Dan?
Oh god, every time I scroll down to it, I can't scroll further down, because it just... That's nasty. I'm just gonna stare right there on the chat.
Yeah, well, that's in our chat now. Anyway, new season.
Yeah, new season's
Speaking
a
of
thing.
New season of Rick and
sex
Morty
stuff, did any of you
canceled.
see, like, a girl fell from the ceiling and now she...
And now she what?
I don't remember the rest of the title.
Yuragi no
Girl,
Yuna-san?
ceiling, fall, mal. Joshikose Tukai Kara Onanako, whatever it is. View more. This one.
Kara.
It is...
Ta-da.
The ceiling
Oh,
collapsed
there
and
we
a
go.
girl fell through from the second floor?
And it's not
What
a
is
light
this?
novel.
It's
What
not
is
a
this
light
show?
novel. It's a porn.
Ooh.
Joshiochi
Evan just laughed in the other room when I
Tukai
said it's
Kara
not a light novel,
Nanoka
it's a
ga
porn.
Futekita?
Anyway, I was watching that with my girlfriend, and we both went into this saying, like, this is porn, right? And, like, yeah, that's definitely porn.
Yeah,
and then
there's
we
been a
watched it, and it
trend.
was so good.
There's been a trend of these, like, just straight up porn anime. They're, like,
There
broadcast
have.
censored on TV, and then, like, you can find the uncensored version online.
Well,
It's
I
very
don't understand
interesting.
how this would ever make it onto TV, because it's literally exactly what it says in the title. The ceiling collapses, and a girl falls down
Well,
from the ceiling and literally lands on the guy's
The way
dick.
they did it with others that I,
Wait,
I
what?
saw.
No, she literally lands on the guy's dick. Well, no, like, first off, her lower half is dangling through the ceiling, and he, like, catches her. But he catches her in such a way that he's performing cunnilingus on the female. And then they, like, fall over and she lands on his dick, which is, like, inexplicably out and hard.
Okay.
I mean, I guess if he was just giving cunnilingus to her, he might be aroused. That makes sense.
Yeah, but why was it
but
out?
why did he pull it out? Yeah.
He was having some fun with himself while he was pleasuring her.
That didn't happen on screen.
These are fucking plot holes you want answered. Contact the creators.
This season is trash, and it should feel bad.
Wait,
It's not
really?
the
I
best of
disagree.
seasons, but it's got some real highlights. And
To
that
be
makes it easier
fair,
to keep
You
up.
guys are all
I
spoiled
haven't
from last
seen the good
season.
shows, and I feel like I say this every season.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Um,
there's some good shit this season.
Like, I haven't seen Cells at Work. I haven't seen Revue Starlight. I have
that
seen
one.
an episode of Angels of Death, and that show's incredible.
I was gonna say I love that show.
Yeah,
Haven't
like,
checked that
totally
one out.
unironically.
Mm-hmm.
Again. The one about the appraiser at the antique store. That one looks like it's going to be really charming.
I haven't watched that one yet.
Kyoto Taramachi Sanjo no Holmes.
Based on mystery novels written by Mochizuka Mai. Yeah.
Basically, there are these, what do you call them? Not forgers. They forge antiques.
Oh, okay. Recreators? That's a
No.
different anime.
They make fake antiques, and they try to bring them in and sell them.
That
And
sounds
this guy,
interesting.
who does appraisals, is like, no way, that's a fake antique. All while flirting with his new female coworker, who is the main character.
That's nice.
And they call him
yeah.
Holmes, not because he's like Sherlock Holmes, but because of a Japanese pun on his name.
Nah, my big one this season is Grand Blue. I'm trying to force that one down everyone's throats. It's I got a tip from one of my friends who's a huge manga reader. It's like you're gonna want to watch Grand Blue. They do it justice. And my guess is that they have done it justice because it's absolutely fucking hilarious. It's like one of those shows that you can watch the first episode of and know like, oh yeah, I'm gonna.
Yeah, no,
fucking
I've been
love
hearing good
this.
things about the manga for years.
The anime itself is fantastic. There's another one, accidentally summoning a demon lord, or how not to summon a demon
No,
lord.
that's the slavery, sex slave, isekai
Yeah, the sex
show.
slave thing. Yeah, it's bad, but it's I'm watching it because fuck it.
It's nice to look at.
Anything with Neko girls, I'm into, man. You know me, cat girls. That's it. Overlord season 3 seems okay.
No, after that time we spent together in California, I know all about your furry shit, Mac.
Yep.
Mac? Who the hell is Mac?
True.
I watched the first episode of Attack on Titan
birthday
season
buddy.
3 that dropped yesterday. It
I haven't watched it yet.
was Attack on Titan season 3. Before the end of the episode, they get their named character death quota up to 2.
That's good for them.
And there's dudes with cool gun 3D maneuver gear versions, so guns.
Cool.
Yeah,
I'm
I've
kind
dropped
of
that shit.
surprised that we are at this point where, like, Attack on Titan season 3 started and I had no clue. Like, that was not the case with season 2. What has happened?
I didn't do stuff for Hero Aka. Maybe Attack on Titan will be where I make a relevant video again, finally.
I just do not care about Attack on Titan anymore. Season 2 lost me,
I'm gonna
and I
enjoy
just
season
gave
3,
up.
probably.
One series that is a little under the radar is Sirius the Jaeger. This is an original action series being produced by Studio PA Works. It's about sort of pre-war Japan. That's the setting, and it's vampires and vampire hunters there. And it's being directed by Masahiro Ando, who is an action expert. He directed sort of The Stranger, Kanon. He's just really, really good with action series. And as such, the action thus far has been really strong. Very striking character designs, very cool world. I like the way it handles the vampires, because they're like pretty ghoulish and monstrous. Like, they're not particularly human in a lot of iterations. Just a fun, gritty action series that's very well produced, if you're looking for that.
See, I just want to watch it for the absolutely shitty twist ending that's gonna ruin the anime. That's why PA Works is like legitimately one of my favorite series, favorite production companies. They manage to do it every time, more or less.
Let's not let me Sakura explain for a bit here. Let's not overemphasize the studio itself. They have different staff and writers.
I know they
on
have
all
different
their series.
staffs.
It's not like they.
But they're pretty consistent though. Can't deny that. Got Angel Beats, another Charlotte. What else? There's a couple other ones in Glassip. There's a few other ones.
I mean, Angel Beats and Charlotte were both Jun Maeda series, so it's not so much like that. It's a characteristic of the studio that those twist endings are a thing. It's more so that they work with Jun Maeda, and it's a characteristic of him.
Gotcha.
What do you guys
I
think
can't
of
have
Banana
you
Fish?
spreading production misconception on this podcast with me. Banana Fish
Watch
is
there be
good thus far. A solid crime drama.
I've heard a lot of hype around that show. I haven't bothered to watch it yet.
It just seems like too much to me.
It's definitely, it goes like pretty in on sort of its grimdark elements, mostly surrounding guys raping other guys.
Oh, so it's like Magical Girl site.
That's what I was about to say.
It's not done disrespectfully, I don't think. Like, it isn't outright disrespectful, but it just like it that is a prominent element sort of the world here, and it does go in on that. So yeah, it's definitely something to account for in deciding whether or not it's going to be for you, but I don't think it's outright bad in its handling of it.
Anyone else try to watch Island?
I tried to watch
Nope.
Island.
I really tried to give that show a chance.
What do you
'cause
mean
I've heard-
tried to watch Island? Because you're implying that some people wouldn't be successful.
Dude, I managed to get through 3 episodes. Not 3. I got through 2.5, and then I just had to fucking drop it.
You mean you haven't finished it yet?
No, I have.
Because
not
I binged the whole
finished.
thing in one night.
You're on episode 3. You're done with episode.
No,
episode
I'm
3?
done with Island. I've watched it all. I contacted the studio and I said, I need more of this. And they gave it to me because I'm exclamation point, bitches.
Oh, no.
God.
No, that show was awful.
That show is actually just
Dropped
awful.
it after episode 1.
Episode 3, like, I kept giving it more chances. Like, I even had, like, a thing of, like, if they don't, like, sexualize the lollies more than 3 times an episode, I'll still keep watching because I'm curious to see where the narrative's going.
And it failed.
And they kept getting to 2.
standard.
They got to 2, like, both times. And then the first episode, they start off with one of the lollies in, like, a string bikini, and I just closed the tab. I was like, nope, I can't do this. I can't fucking do this.
I don't understand what the underage sex scene at the very beginning of the first episode was for.
I don't know.
Other than just the sake of itself.
Hey, visual novel fans, remember this iconic scene? Here, recreated in stunning HD.
But it was just like a flash forward back of
Hey,
lowly incest?
new viewers, look, we know why you're here, and we want to put our goods on display and assure you that it is coming. So just here's a taste. Stick around for more.
Yeah, it's terrible. Don't watch Island. Save yourself the time. Save yourself the trouble. I tried my best. I was gonna try to make that like the one bad show I was gonna watch this season, and I just couldn't. That's why I switched to whatever it was called. The
Demon
fucking the demon. Yeah, how not to summon a demon lord.
Why
That's
do you
my
only
new
watch
bad
one
show.
bad show a season?
I mean, technically, I'm watching 2. I'm watching
Happy Sugar Life?
No, the Rachel Gardner one.
Gardner?
But actually, I really like that one.
Rachel
Gardner. It's
Which one is that? Angels of Death?
Angels of Death.
Yeah,
That's
that
it.
one's gonna be like maybe not even actually bad.
It's been fun. I actually
It's
really enjoyed
very
this show
fun.
so far.
Wait, where did you
I know
get
it's
the
not
Gardner
good, but
thing
doesn't change
from for Angels of Death? Is that just like a
That's just her
catchphrase,
name.
isn't it?
It's like
Okay.
a major plot point.
Right. I get it. I would also, well, I guess on the subject of it, since I brought up, I should mention Happy Sugar Life, which
How is that?
one of 2 lowly Yuri series we're getting this year, at least. Okay, look, okay, look, it's
Oh, no.
bad. I mean, it's, okay, it's, it's about a girl who's in high school living with, like, an 8-year-old and being, like, explicitly romantically into her, and, like, it's just bad. It's bad. It's bad. Like, the girl is very cute. She is a very cute little girl, and, like, that's what the series needs to sell itself. But I can't enjoy that when the person staring at her cuteness is a teenager who's into her. I can't do it.
When are these people going to realize that they aren't Nabokov?
But here's the thing. It's not even the worst one, cause let me let me bring up my pain. So
Sorry for punching my mic there.
next season, from Doga Kobo, we're getting Uchi no Maid ga Uzasugiru.
I understood one of those words and I didn't like it.
To read the synopsis, this is a home comedy where Kamoi, a hardcore lolicon, attempts to get near Misha as she tries to fight against her. Hey guys, do you want to watch a little kid get raped against their will? Here's a synopsis of our series that we thought was a good idea to adapt. Why?
Oh my god, that's actually just.
And this is one of 2 lowly Yuri series Dogakobo has announced they will be adapting. Here's the cover image.
We don't want this, Pedro. Stop sending us things.
It's terrible.
Oh my god, that's actually.
I'll look at this one.
Explain the series. Or pretty
Like,
well.
at least with
Oh no, I just now saw the Dan Harmon thing.
Yeah.
Oh no.
At least with Happy Sugar Life, like, they're kind of mutually into it, so it isn't, like, as actively agonizing to watch as this little girl just being upset about being assaulted would be, but it's so bad.
Well, I mean, I said
why
my
does
Made
every
in
Yuri
Abyss
anime have to feature either pedophilia or assault? Why? There's so many good, pure-hearted Yuri. Why?
Well, yeah, it's like I said in my Made in Abyss / Arrow Manga Sensei video, that, like, the biggest problem with Arrow Manga Sensei is that Sagiri isn't into it. Like, that's what makes it feel so really bad. Because, like, in addition to being,
I guess if you
like,
want to do, like, a redux to that video, they'll, or just, like, explore the subject further, there'll be plenty of material here for you to just fucking dig into.
No, like, in addition to the whole pedophile incest thing, it's like pedophile incest rape. So you've got, like, all of the things that you shouldn't have.
Yeah, it feels like with...
in one show that's on the front page of Crunchyroll.
Yeah. With Yuri, and also Yaoi to a decent degree, like, a lot of the stuff that gets adapted is, like, the more out there perverse stuff. And it kind of feels like that's because there's sort of a like, if it, like, it's okay to show this stuff if it's associated with perverseness, but, like, it's less okay to just show a healthy same-sex romance. It's only in the context of this, like, sexual perversity that it's allowed.
I don't know, that's my problem with, like, most yaoi anime at the very least. Is that that's why I was such a big fan of Yuri on Ice, because it was like the first yaoi anime I've watched in a long time, where the relationship was like, oh, this is like a healthy relationship.
And, like, I don't know what the situation was, but it very well may have been that they just, like, couldn't have gotten away with, like, an explicit lip-on-lip kiss scene, which is why they had it obscured by the arm when he dove on, you know, Yuri and kissed him.
Yeah.
And if that was in the context of him assaulting Yuri in a different series where that would have made sense, obviously, probably could have gotten away with that, because that's just like the way it works.
I just always try to remember, like, Number 6 is just like another show that's not a good example of a healthy relationship, and how popular that show was. I'm glad. I mean, Yuri on Ice, I guess I can't ever say it was not a popular show, but I guess it's just one of those things that it does prove that healthy relationships can get views too, guys.
Thankfully, next season, in addition to that Doga Kobo series, we do have Bloom Into You being adapted, which is just like a good, wholesome Yuri romance.
Oh wait,
nice.
that's next season.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, we're getting another Swear Online next season?
Yes,
The Alicization arc.
Yeah.
I've heard good things about the Alicization arc.
I'm not gonna watch all the fucking episodes
there's,
to
like,
catch up, so I can see that.
people getting tied up and gang raped in the novel version, at least.
Okay.
Sasuke,
What is wrong with you, Reki?
Reki
Stop.
Kawahara. It's like, it's such a meme, but it's a meme because it's true. Like, what the hell?
So, Alex, what about you? Do you have any anime you want to talk about?
I'm currently working on a Naruto video talking about philosophy and stuff, like fatalism.
You've done a lot of Naruto videos recently.
And I've got more coming. And maybe now that I bought all that One Piece, maybe I'll have One Piece videos coming too. And manga, YouTube, life.
You're just going hard shonen now, aren't you?
I mean, for the most part, because that's what I enjoy. That's what I'm the most passionate about. So it makes some, and also it's also convenient that the stuff that I'm most passionate about tends to perform better in the algorithm. So that's also a nice bonus.
Are you following Boruto, the anime?
I haven't been keeping up, like, watching it. However, I have been seeing some good points of discussion reminding me that I need to catch up. Because that most recent episode was like, wah.
The most recent episode, just to mention that, was like literally just 24 minutes of straight action sakuga, basically. The guy who episode directed it put in 500 work hours during the month of June to like get the episode put together. It's got an insane amount of like animators, a bunch of international talent on it, so he was like coordinating all that. But that's over 16 hours of work every day for the entirety of the month, which is not good. But the result of those labors was just one of the best animated episodes of anime of all time. So,
Oh wow.
I believe that's episode 65 of Boruto. If anyone is interested in just checking that out standalone.
I was
might do that
impressed that
myself.
they even like, because there's obviously a Boruto film that exists, and so like this is a conflict that has already had. It's already been animated, so it was impressive that they created like an entirely new battle. Well, maybe not entirely new, but mostly new battle, rather than just like recreating the film.
Use
or
the film
something.
footage, yeah. And it sort of, through this Herculean effort, lives up to the film production value rendition of these scenes.
No, absolutely.
Another nice little rec is Jashin-chan Dropkick. Has anyone seen that?
No, what is that?
It's basically just a slapstick comedy that's extremely violent. But the one that the violence is enacted upon is like a homicidal demon. So it like feels justified. Like you don't feel bad to see her stomach sliced open by a chainsaw because she absolutely deserves it because she's legitimately pure evil. But yeah, it's just got a really good sense of comedic timing, sharp direction. The fourth wall breaks are really good and humorous most of the time. There's a little bit of gay shit going on between two of the girls, so that's cool. And yeah, it's not like we don't get too much slapstick really in anime. Certainly not to this degree. So if you're hankering for that, this is definitely worth checking out.
It sounds interesting for sure. That just seems like I'm trying to think of how that concept works, where it's like slapstick on a demon.
Yeah, yeah. There's like
somehow cutting someone's chest open.
Wizards or whatever they're called, magic people. They can like summon demons to help them, and so this just goth lolly girl, not like a lolly, but like gothic Lolita fashion. Who's like the super fucking edgy, emo, hilarious, chuny bullshit girl, because that's the type of person who would summon a demon. Summons this demon, and she like is bound to her, so she wants to try and kill her to get free. But she is utterly incompetent, and this gothic lolly girl is extremely competent, and so she just ends up getting brutalized. And she has regenerative abilities, so like anything can be done to her.
You know what I've been enjoying from this season? Hanebado.
Yeah, Hanebado's great.
Oh yeah. I haven't gotten to watch that one. I heard it's just basically a reskin of the other sports Harkon receive.
No, that's no, definitely not.
I know, I'm really just exaggerating. I'm just saying this is funny.
But yeah, this is the badminton anime, which is probably notable first and foremost for just being a really strong production. They're using rotoscoping fairly heavily and pulling it off pretty well. So they're able to have a high volume of like game scenes, action scenes. And then additionally, this is a sort of a passion project from the producer and director, I think, behind it. They're just big fans of the manga and they wanted to adapt it, and they've taken a decent degree of liberties with the source material. So they've kind of amped up the melodrama of it in a way that will probably be off-putting for some, but I'm really enjoying it. There's also some clear Dazaki influence on display with the directing at points, which is really cool to see.
Yeah, I know that the first episode, like you said about the melodrama, it did seem like, because it doesn't really like, it just throws you right in, and you just have to sort of adapt to it. But
episode 1 is definitely in some regards the weakest, though I really enjoyed it. It's just going to be a matter of who it clicks with, because it goes really in on that melodrama without having really established the characters or the world or why you would care about these very high-strung emotions that are being felt. But it was able to sweep me up in it, so...
Yeah, because by the time I came back around for episode 2, I was pretty safely invested in it. So, like, I don't know, that first episode, at, like, initial impression might have seemed a little like, whoa, this is a lot. But, I don't know, maybe if I went back and revisited it now that I've, you know, once the series is over, I don't know, maybe I'll appreciate it better. Because it's a good, like... what was the video? There was a video comparing it to Haikyuu's first episode and how it's like a good setup. What's the channel? Replay
yeah.
value?
I'll Google it. It is
Replay something.
the same screenwriter as Haikyuu, I believe, which is part of why it draws that comparison.
But no, it's a very good setup because you know, it shows you that, hey, these two characters, this is where they're coming from. I don't know.
Replay value?
Yeah, that sounds right.
The title is Deja Vu, Hanebado, and Haikyuu's Execution on Premise.
Yes. It's a good video. Recommend it. It was also convenient because, like, I had just watched Haikyuu, so I was like, hey... Actually, wait, no, it was... I watched the first episode of Hanebado, and I was like, I want more sports anime. Let me go watch Haikyuu. And then I watched all of Haikyuu. Then Anime Expo happened.
Whoa.
And then I came back, and then there was more Hanebado.
Nice.
And yay.
Yeah.
Wait, was it Alvin who triggered that? I'm just curious. 'Cause I know Alvin was pushing everybody to watch Haikyuu.
Well, no, I had started watching Haikyuu before I left because, I don't know, I needed something to occupy my mind because I was anxious about the trip. So I just watched Haikyuu, and it was very, very, very good.
Sounds legit. I need to watch Haikyuu. I've watched the first episode only, and then just never got around to it.
Indeed, and also big ups to Hanebado for drawing muscles on girls. I like girls with muscles.
We know.
Very good.
We know, Pedro. I just love it. Anytime there's like a Yuri anime or a really muscular girl anime, I'm like, well, Pedro's gonna cover that one. So
It's
no
really
reason
good.
to watch it.
It's really good. How to Kind of Receive is definitely a bit lighter. Fitting, I guess, for the beach volleyball. Still, we got some good muscle definition in that one. And also some relatively sort of weighty and dramatic character drama. So it's a lighter, summer fresh version of Hanebado. The comparison is actually relatively fair.
I've enjoyed How to Kind of Receive so far.
Yeah, no, I'm having a great time with it. Harukana is definitely gayer than Hanebado.
Yeah,
It's
no,
explicitly
definitely.
gay, pretty much.
Oh yeah.
Which makes sense, because it's a Kirada series. Which is like where 90% of those 4 girls anime adaptations come from, and they usually have gay subtext of some description, varying intensities on that, but the more you know.
I also really like the colors and the lighting in Hanebado because
Yeah.
I don't want to call it washed out, but like the way that the light just like the use of like shading and stuff, everything just pops.
It's
and I like it.
very stark, yeah.
Here, I'll post this so we can get rid of the stuff off the display in the Discord chat.
Nicely done. Thanks for the assist. Good
Oh, there
contrast
we go.
for the
Hey, I appreciate that. I just kept scrolling up, so I didn't have to fucking sit there seeing a picture of Dan Hartman fucking shirtless.
How do I hide previews on stuff?
I can still see Dan Harmon.
I can delete it.
How do you hide previews on stuff?
No, don't delete it. I'll just
Here.
post something.
Let me pin it real quick.
No.
How do you hide previews
Oh,
on
no.
stuff? How does that work?
I don't know. We have made a fatal mistake, guys.
No,
We
okay.
have
Look,
really
it
fucked
was
up
investigative journalism. Also got to get the Planet Withwreck in there. This is an original anime that was conceived by the mangaka for Lucifer and Biscuit Hammer, along with Spirit Circle. Lucifer and Biscuit Hammer is absolutely stellar. And his pretty distinctive style shines through in this series as well, which will certainly have a number of similarities to those who've read Lucifer. Nice Ochiko, thank you for the save. And yes, he really, I think, excels with writing really engrossing character backstories and relationships and interactions. And that is on full display in the series thus far, which also has lesbians, so yeah.
See, this is why I'm glad that I wait to hear about how anime go before starting them, because then I can get all the good recommendations and not have to worry about watching, fucking Island or whatever.
Yeah, I know exactly which shows to avoid, so I can skip straight to Island.
Oh my god. No.
And I also heard the claim that Lucifer and the Biscuit Hammer is the best manga ever, so I guess I should definitely give Planet With a shot.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yamasusu, 3rd season, definitely give that a look if you have seen the prior seasons.
It would be nice if Crunchyroll had season 2 so I could just watch it all on one platform.
Yeah. It's a show about girls hiking, and it's absurdly well animated, because, like, half the good animators in the industry just congregate on this show to work on it, because they like it.
Sounds
Oh yeah, we haven't talked about Revue Starlight yet.
And then, yes, we must, of course, come to the anime of the year, Shoujo Kageki Revue Starlight.
It's actually, not many people are watching it, because it's on fucking High Dive for some reason.
Damn it. I know.
It's
I heard the subtitles
gorgeous.
for that were awful.
They have improved them. It's not as bad. I would still go with fan subs. Just torrent those, but it is definitely, like, watchable on High Dive at this point, thankfully.
The show's gorgeous, and it's despite the random giraffe, it's pretty fun. So
No, the
far.
random giraffe is great.
Is really good, actually.
that was just so out of fucking nowhere.
That was like
wow,
a very
weird magic.
Ikuhara move for just like a random talking giraffe to be there and be taken like nonchalantly.
Yeah, well, they not nonchalant, taken seriously. I would go as far as
like people just accept it. It's great. It is directed by Furukawa, who is a protege of sorts of Kunihiko Ikuhara's. He worked on Maori Penguin Drum and then was the co-director of Yuri Kuma Arashi. So very much in Ikuhara's fantastic school of directing. And then this is about Takarazuka Theater, which is fucking great. It's all female theater troupe, so male and female roles are both played by women, and they had to pass a law in the 20s to make it illegal for the actresses to fuck other women, because they were just picking them up left and right at the theater. all of them were falling for these Takarazuka actresses. So in that tradition, it is very gay. It's very distinctive visually. Its direction is stellar. I should just post it. Let me... I will see if I can post, the transformation sequence, basically, the stock footage sequence, because that is... Oh my god, gorgeous. It's so good.
Yeah, no, the entire show is just so well animated, especially the fight scenes.
Yeah.
Were just gorgeous.
And it is seemingly in the vein of Utna, in that there's going to be duels in every episode between various characters that are sort of the outlet for character interaction and growth. And these duels thus far have been really well executed.
I've only watched the first episode. I need to go watch the second one because I'm pretty sure the second one's out now, right?
Yes, episode 2 came out 2-ish days ago.
Yeah, I'm definitely not in the camp that this is anime of the season, let alone anime of the year. However, it is really good.
I can accept that. I can accept that. Begrudgingly, but I can accept that.
Yeah, I felt like the second episode sort of helped me grasp the concept a little more. I don't know, maybe this is just a type of storytelling that's not going to click with me as well, but like first episode I was a little skeptical. I mean, I did like how it introduced all the characters though, because you got like lots of good like character acting throughout, and so you can like it has this large cast of characters, but it did a fairly good job even of just like having characters do stuff in the background that like gave you hints of like this is their personality, which not every show with a large cast can do.
And this is a multimedia project, so there is a manga out. And I went and read that, the what's translated of it, 6 chapters or so, and that definitely like gives you insight into the characters. You don't need it. I think the show does sort of establish them sufficiently. There's this scene, by the way. This text, the subs I'm using translate it as "I am reborn." It's so cool. But yeah, so that gives you a greater understanding of sort of their character and personalities right off the bat. And then another sort of bit of outside context that can help you is knowledge of the Revue and the Takarazuka and all that in real life. And in episode 2, we get that thematic focus more clearly laid out, I think, which is our main character, Karen, confronting the sort of establishment and the competitive nature of the theater that sort of pits these girls against each other and pushes out those who sort of can't live up to those standards. This sort of hyper-competitive, unhealthy, exclusionary environment, which is like a real-life critique of the way it operates in the real world. And so sort of if you knew that going into the series, you could kind of pick up on that throughout episode 1, but then as of episode 2, it sort of establishes it of its own accord there, and you can really start to see the trajectory that's being plotted here.
All right, so I need to watch episode 2 then, because I've just been lazy. Haven't pirated yet.
Yeah, I was Anime of the Year squad from Ep 1, but a lot of people who were more questionable on the series after episode 2 were much more on board with it.
I don't know. I mean, none of you have seen Grand Blue yet, correct?
Right.
Correct.
It's so good. It's so fucking good. It's literally just my college days. That's probably why. So
yeah.
It makes me
nostalgic.
Because it's just
like
hey, Matt, remember when you went to college? This was you.
Comedy thing, like, yeah.
It hits home pretty hard. It's fucking great. It's just one of those shows that's really good at like kind of tricking you into believing one way and then just like instantly flipping it last second and just saying, just fucking with you. And it gets you just about every time. It's really good.
The show has a lot of girls being swept off their feet by princely women. It's good.
Oh, you're talking about Starlight,
yeah.
Yeah. I was about to say,
it
that
also has
sure as fuck doesn't happen in Grand Blue. Oh, there you go. Wonder who the biggest fan of the show is.
An axe lesbian.
Oh, she literally just has an axe. Oh, that's a thing.
I mean, it's like a
lesbian. I can't keep up with the kids and their oh, it's a lesbian with an axe. All right.
It's a show like crafted for my tastes specifically. So.
Got a real thing for axes and lesbians. I see, Pedro. Gotta mix the two. God damn it! I just scrolled up and fucking saw that thing again. All right.
Dan.
Please,
Daniel.
why? Dan, why? Why are you in my fucking chat? God damn it. Anything else? Well, we can talk about Anime Expo a little bit because we haven't talked about Anime Expo since we've been back.
Yeah.
Must be nice.
We all of us, every one of us, not a
Everyone
single
on Hallway
one of us
Chats
excluded. We all got to see each other and say hi
Yep.
at Anime Expo.
It was
And it
really
was
nice
really great. It was a great time.
when all of us were there.
Yep, all 4 of us.
Every single one of all 3 of us
Yep.
were there. It would be
Oh,
hilarious
God.
if I just weren't on this podcast the whole time. Like, you had my picture up there in the hallway, but you muted my audio.
That's,
Just
that,
sort
that
of,
was
like,
actually what we've been
indulge me.
doing. That's what we've been doing the entire time, actually.
No, it's
So.
not. No,
How do
it's
you
No,
not.
you know what was really funny, actually?
Mm.
So I've actually met, now I'm the first guy in the hallway chats to meet all 3 of you IRL.
True.
But, so I was just at, when we were at Anime Expo, we went to like a party, an after party, and this guy was walking by us, and I looked, Bryant, he looked exactly like you.
Oh, no.
And he was chatting to some other guy that looked exactly like your Alex.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, if this dude just fucking showed up to Anime Expo and like knew no one would recognize him except for like maybe me or Jeff, and was like, fuck it, let's see how if I can get away with this. So I just kind of like followed him a little bit, was like, let's see if I can hear his voice. And I could low-key make it out, and it wasn't you. And I was like, all right. Just double, triple checking that you didn't, like, fucking lie and just go to Anime Expo
To
and
be
didn't
fair,
say anything to anyone.
Totally something I would do.
Yeah. I could see you doing it, but I was just like, that would be quite a large lie to pull off.
I would
Was
do
it-
it hoping that you found me there.
Was it you that you like proposed going to the after party, but I didn't end up going to that? Or was
Probably.
that
I don't remember.
Matt?
I don't know.
Wiz?
Well, if I'm correct, the after party was 21 and over, and I was not 21.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
so it must have
neither
been
was I,
me.
So.
I was just in the group chat just saying, hey, we're all going to here. I'm like, all right, let's go. There's another guy in the group chat that was named Matt, so it might have been him.
Mm.
He was the one who was really pushing for that stuff. Oh, it was fun. I enjoyed Anime Expo. You guys, because this was your first years, correct?
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. Yeah.
Yep.
It was really well handled. Last year it was LineCon. This year it wasn't that bad at all. I think my only complaint still is that they weren't clearing out all the rooms, so a lot of people got fucked because of that. But still, minor complaint in comparison to last year, where you sat outside for 3 hours in the fucking heat, waiting for your fucking pass. That was a real thing we did last year, which was terrible. Mailing badges was best plan.
Yeah, AX was a fantastic time.
It's not like that time Jeff almost didn't get me on the VIP list for the Crunchyroll Awards.
That was fucking funny.
Yeah.
You were like, watch this all be a ruse. Watch this all be a joke. And then you walk up and I see you like chatting with the guy, and the guy just kind of shrugs. And I'm like, You were good, though.
Miles.
You were safe.
Yeah, Miles showed up and saved the day.
And then I begged my way into the VIP section. Like a pro.
See, the way that went down, and I'm sure we already told this story on Hallway Chats, but, like, Alex, Caitlin, Jeff, and I were all, like, on the roof of the Montalban, and I mentioned something about, like, yeah, Matt was downstairs, but he wasn't a VIP, so he couldn't come, and Jeff was like, Matt's not a VIP? Miles! Matt's downstairs, we gotta go get him!
I was just like, let me send a desperation DM to Jeff. And I was like, I'm going to wait 5 minutes because I was going to ride back with some other friends. And they were like, all right, 5 minutes up. And then I get a chat, like a DM from Jeff, like, we're coming. I'm like, yes. Safe. That was fun. But Anime Expo was really fun. I actually didn't get to hang out with most people. The only person I really hung out a lot with was Annie News, who's super chill, by the way.
Oh, I didn't get to see
yeah.
them, I don't think. Any News is
Yeah,
cool,
he was really fun to hang out with. We chatted a lot. We just went to a lot of different panels together. Chatted with Nice a little bit, but not much. About the same as I did with you, Pedro. Because we just had one conversation, and I don't
Yeah.
think I saw you again for the rest of the convention. Hung out with Alex a lot here.
Yeah, we got to crash the Mother's Basement panel, although not
Yes,
not
we-
really. We didn't really crash it. We were there.
We were there. We
You sat
photobombed the
respectfully.
Attended
picture.
respectfully.
Yes.
Got to meet up with John again, Super Eye Patch Wolf.
John is
You did.
John is hilarious. He trolled me pretty hard.
when he put out his latest things I loved this year video, and he said Magical Girl site is super edgy and I love it, I immediately sent him a DM on Discord like my brother.
No, but Anime Expo was great this year, and I'm going again next year for sure.
Yeah, I'll
Also
be 3,000 miles closer or 7,000 miles closer, whatever.
I might also be closer depending on where Evan goes to grad school.
Ooh.
Also, my girlfriend lives in California.
Ooh.
There you go.
Ooh, yeah.
Man,
there are
maybe
lots
I
of
need to
reasons
move
for
out
me
to
to go to
California
California more
too,
often.
and
Is
then
she
all
NorCal
of
or
us can be
SoCal?
out there.
No Cal.
Hey, I'm NorCal too.
Hey,
Fuck
neat.
y'all. SoCal elitism right here, boys.
I mean, she agrees with you.
SoCal is super nice. I'm not gonna lie. This week I've gone to LA once and San Diego 3 times because I had a friend come in to town, and that's all we've been doing. It's been super fun.
Well, I guess I need to start planning my trip to move out to California permanently. That way I can join up with the
The
rest
mass
of the Hallway Chats
migration.
gang.
I mean, it's not Kentucky. Right now, my criterion for a place to live is it Kentucky? No. All right. Is it further south than Kentucky? No. Great, I'm in. Let's go.
And I heard Northern California is beautiful. I haven't gone there yet myself. I'm trying to make it a day trip one of these days.
I feel like I'm a lot more of a Washington or Oregon boy. But
I've heard very good things about those 2 states.
I'm much more of a British Columbia boy, but we'll see about that.
Citizenship application hasn't gone through yet, so...
I still think one of my favorite moments from the trip was just seeing the environment in California during the day and being like, yeah, this looks like a state that's been on fire.
That would be a correct assumption. It was on fire just last summer, as a matter of fact.
I would take that over 96% humidity.
Yeah,
No,
fuck, that's why I live
absolutely.
here now.
Yeah, because it was even a heat wave in California for AX, and I was pretty much fine because there was little to no humidity compared to what I get here in Pennsylvania, and I was just thank God.
Yeah, I know. My California GF was like, yeah, it's hot out here. You gotta be ready for that. She was far more complaining about the heat than I was because I was fucking hallelujah. 120 would be nice if it was only 20% humidity. This is nothing.
Yeah.
As someone who used to live in Louisiana but now lives in California, I fucking love the weather here.
Yeah.
God, 0% humidity, and you walk out, it's usually 90 degrees. It's oh, this is fucking heaven. Just walk around town, no reason. I always wonder why California is such a healthy state, and then you walk outside I'm gonna go for a walk.
It's
just nice
legitimately
out
so
today.
much worse to be sweating than to be hot.
All right, do we have anything else we want to talk about, guys?
I
Or
don't
is that it?
think
Because
so.
we're running
We've
to the clock.
About as running right up to the bell here this time around.
Yeah.
That's good, though.
The class bell, because we're in the hallway chatting.
Right? I get you.
Yeah.
What
Yeah,
else could you
well,
possibly have meant?
Yeah, obviously.
Remember, guys?
The
That's
literal
thing.
bell that's going to ring at the end of this podcast.
All right. Well, I think that's just about it, guys. Thank you for joining us. This has been Manime Matt.
Lockman still.
Explanation point.
Shots fired.
Explanation point.
And the math wizard.
Explanation point. Patreon.com/explanation.
Fight. All right.
right.
Well, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Bye.
Bye.